not a good first half for us. I spent the whole halftime emphasizing our number of assists that we had at halftime, and 3 is not a good number for us. And, sometimes the stats don't lie, and that certainly was it. So just impatient, didn't let things come. I thought the guys that were actually patient were to leave, and other than that, we were forcing stuff and trying to make plays more than we needed to. So we didn't play well. Fortunate that we got a good win, and that's a good team. I think they're those guards. I don't know that there's 2 better guards. There's probably not 2 older guards in them. They're experienced. They've played a lot of minutes. They've been through a lot. And Frazier's I talked to some NBA scouts the last couple of days. I mean, they think he's really, really good. And talking about a 5th-year guy that's played probably every minute of those 4 years. He's good. So did a pretty good job. But once we got going second half, we did what we wanted to do. We thought we could get layups against them. We thought we could drive it. We thought we could get in the lane. And I thought we still shot too many jump shots, but we recognized it, played through it, and did a good thing. They made their free throws. That kept it on us. We put them at the line too much, but at the end of the day, I thought us going small was helpful, and we still out rebounded by a pretty good margin too as well. So low turnovers, high rebound margin. Shot it well in the second half, and we should have played better in the first half, but we'll get better for it.
Jamie, what did you think of Talib's defensive plays that he made? 4 block shots, had a big steal for them.
Yeah, we really wanted him to get off to the ball more, and with the way they play, it's spread you, drive you, and their 5-man is not their biggest scorer, so we wanted to get him to be more of a help side defender and guard the ball screens at the same time. So did a good job. He stayed out of foul trouble. Our other guys, obviously in the first half, we were in foul trouble with Cameron and James. So that was a challenge that we had to fight through, and I thought we handled it well because Josh still played so well, so steady for us. So it was interesting. I think Josh is our quickest guy, our fastest guy, but I thought he actually slowed us down. And usually it's we got to slow him down, but he slowed us down. I thought he made us play more patient, but Talib did a great job, and we had a lot of freshmen that played well. Mike played well, and Jamel played well, should have played more. Derek's a new guy. He played well in the minutes he was in there. So some good things, but definitely not our best performance.
Can you talk a little bit about the way Lamar and Talib played in the second half?
Yeah, second half just better. I mean, they trapped, they blitzed, as we call it, the ball screens and on Lamar, and he didn't handle it well early, and again trying to make a play when all he had to do was make the next pass, and got better in the second half. But I thought Talib was really good the whole game as far as just being patient, letting the ball come to him. We thought they'd dig down the post a little bit more and help, but they really left him on an island down there, and that's why Talib was 7 for 11 and got to the foul line. So. He did a great job, but we need to do that more throughout the entire game. Get the ball inside to Talib. We talked about it, but again, we were impatient. We were hunting a little bit, and he only had 3 shots in the first half. So, that was again a reason why we didn't play well. We're a better team than what we played, and hopefully, gladly we played a little better in the second half.
Jamie, is this a game you want to see continue to play?
Yeah, it'd be great, but I mean, there's like 50 games I'd like to see continue. They just don't allow us to play that many games, so can't do everything. But, it's good. It's good for everybody. But now we're in the ACC, so you don't know when you're going to play them, if you're going to play them. So it does bring some challenges, obviously. So it's good, but we play a lot of good teams, and whoever we don't play, they talk about why don't we play them, and it's the usual. But it's good. We got to play better. We played tonight, but it's a 10-point win.
Jamie, an important part of Talib's development to stay with it and not get frustrated, and not get in the touches he wanted in the first half. I mean, and for him to stay aggressive. Does that speak to maybe his development?
Yeah, he does. He is an emotional kid. He plays hard. He plays with a lot of energy, and patience is something we want him to continue to develop and grow with, and so I thought he was good in the post, and it's one time I was telling him to bring it out, but he was real patient and let things happen, and then made some nice passes out of the post too. But again, it was something that we need to do early and more often in the first half.
Coach, when you talk about getting those layups in the second half, how much did it help that Penn State big for getting in the foul trouble?
Well, we missed a lot of in the first half layups. We missed in the first half. Even the second half, we missed a layup. We got Lamar misses 2, and Cameron misses a wide open one. And we didn't play well. I mean, it's pretty obvious to all that have seen us play. But we fought through it, made free throws, and followed what we wanted to do defensively. I thought for the most part, but you know, I mean, they're small, and you know, we had to attack them inside, and they're going to be in foul trouble the way they play. And we're a hard team to zone, so they probably didn't want to zone us too much. I thought they'd double down more, but they didn't, and so that isolated them in the post. So you're going to get fouls. You're going to get fouls. It's, you know, you got to make decisions on what you're going to do. We're a good three-point shooting team, so it does make it hard for us. For teams to double us, so you know we're a pretty well balanced team. I mean, I looked at the things, the stats. I mean, once again, I actually looked at yesterday was the offensive efficiency. We're up there tops in the country. So you know, there's a reason why we got good balance inside and out. And, but if you don't, if you're not patient and the ball's sticking, you know that efficiency disappears, and it did in the first half.
Was this a team you wanted to play a lot of man against? I might be wrong, but I don't think I saw a zone at all.
Oh, we played a little zone, not enough. They got the 3 on in the second half. I thought we'd play a little more zone, but not much. I mean, they got too many shooters. They shoot it well. I thought it might help in penetration. We caught it a couple times in the zone. We did some in the first half, which got us kind of back into it, but it was mainly to hide guys with fouls. And then a couple times on the OB under, and then a couple times at the end we wanted to be in some zone. We're in zone on the last one, so. You know, it's something that we have and we can use, and we will continue to use. And against them, I think it might have been, I thought we'd use a little more, but you know, you know, for the most part, we guarded them. I thought pretty good. You know, it was a low scoring game first half. Second half, I didn't want to get going with threes. I thought once we got the lead, that you know, where they could get back in, it was getting some threes off our zone, and they got one early in the second half.
What did you see from James, particularly over the last 7 minutes? Because he was in foul trouble. And
yeah, I just fought through it. You know, I mean, he didn't shoot it great, but got some layups, defended well, and you know, it's hard to play when you get fouls early, and he did, and you know, that's the challenge, and so he let it go. He was patient, and he just makes everybody better out there. So that's not changing.
Not something that I don't think he's ever been in foul trouble.
I don't know. I mean, you know, it's going to happen, but he's pretty smart on it. He's great at. We always talk about him moving his feet and getting his hands straight up, and not, you know, making careless fouls too. I mean, that's always a big part when guys get in foul trouble. They get one giveaway. You can't do that, and he usually does do a pretty good job of that. But you know, you got a couple. You know, one was I remember the one he got early. I mean, that was probably did everything you wanted to do, and they force contact. I mean, you got to make some tough calls. I mean, they're good. I mean, they're good, and they've earned it. They've earned respect. They're 20-point game guys, both of them, and they played a lot of minutes. So, you know, there's 2 really good players that I'm sure the Big Ten's glad that Frazier is going through his last time.
Jamie, along those lines, Pat Chambers, when he was in here, was pretty perturbed. He said, I quote, "I hope people start taking us seriously. We're tired of everybody talking about we're not a good team." When you look at that team and that personnel that they've got, how would you evaluate them? Would you think it'd be a mistake if people consider them not a good team?
I thought I considered them a good team when I saw them beat St. John's, and then watch the tape. They should have beat Ole Miss. I mean, they probably got to get over that hump. But you know, I obviously there's I can't speak to what they think or how they envision themselves. We made it very clear that this was we thought the best team we played. Definitely the best guards that would play. I don't know that we'll play against better guards. Those are 2. Old is good in college basketball. Those are old guards and with a lot of experience. So you know, I can't speak to where they see themselves or how they perceive things. But you know, I wish them luck, and I hope they win the rest of their games. But you know, this is what we had to get. You know, we didn't play well, but we played played good down the stretch.
Yeah, back to the success of this missile drive penetration in the second half. It was 15 out of 17 for Lambs.
Yeah.
Pat basically said that his guys were backing off because of the way the block charge is being called to shoot. I mean, is that you just really scrapped the outside shooting in the second half now?
Well, we scrapped it yesterday and the day before too, but we didn't listen in the first half, and so you know, we were just impatient and wanted it to come easy. And, you know, we've had a couple stretches. We had a stretch of that in the game when we got the big lead, and we went to the hunting some shots. And you know, it's a challenge that every team faces, and with us, it's probably more pronounced because of our efficiency offensively over the years. And this team is very good offensively, but you know, we're not mistake free. We're not perfect, and you gotta play through. Emotions go, crowds go. You make one, you think you gotta shoot it the next time, and those are the challenges. So we got too much balance, too many good passers. You can't ever get into that mode. It's going to be it's a constant challenge every day. So yeah, you gotta attack and get layups, and we thought against them especially how they play. They want you to take jump shots. They want you to take contested jump shots, and there's a reason why they want you to do that.
Sammy, how important was it for your freshmen to
Yeah.
experience Saturday being behind a little bit in the second
Yeah.
half and tonight?
Yeah, it was good. Because I thought Josh was tremendous. You got a point guard. You talk about just playing really solid basketball. He was good. He was steady. And like I said, the freshman is still the fastest, quickest guy that we've had to spend a lot of time slowing down. Was the guy that probably slowed us down offensively. Tacked a lot and got in the lane, but backed it off a few times too as well, and made simple plays and stayed on the ground. So I thought he was really good, and we kept him in there because of that, and he's just getting better. He's a great kid. You got a sophomore and a freshman and point guards that are really great kids and young, and it's a good thing to have. But you're talking about a lot of freshmen. I could sit here and tell you how many guys. We got 5 guys back and 5 new guys out there. Most guys would sit here and tell you how young we are, but we're not. It's December now, so young is gone.
On the same note, how nice was it to see some of your older guys step up when they faced a late, close game situation?
Well, good. I wish they would have stepped up like first half and played like we had talked about and as we had seen. But it's just again in the halftime. I don't know how many times I said we had 3 assists. That to me spoke volumes. And there's not a lot of coaching that has to be said. It was just I'm holding the stat sheet and going 3 assists. That's what we do. We're always in the tops in the country in assists. And anybody could have gone in there and got the message across. I think. We were impatient.
Anything else for Coach?
Your bench got 18 points
one.
tonight. Do you feel like these are guys, the rotation from your bench? How do you feel like they stack up?
Well, I think we have a really good bench. I know it's young, but they're not. On paper it is, and I know that's why people look at us and say we shouldn't be that good. But I really have felt good about this team because of they're very good kids. They've got good skills. They listen well, and they want to get better. And we got great leadership going on. So I think we're going to see growth from them. But Jamel played good. 5 minutes. He scores a bucket, gets a couple rebounds. Derek played very well. He's new. Brandon's a junior, but he gets 4 points and knocks down free throws. Josh was terrific, and Chris is ready to go. And Jerome was solid, a couple quick ones, but I thought he played a solid defense. So again, those are 4 new guys and Deron a sophomore. I like our bench. What I like about it is what they could become, and I continue to tell them. Okay, thank you.